morning. It is a brand new day. Had a massive storm blowing overnight, a lot of lightning and thunder, and a good drenching of rain. We had about 55 millimeters of rain, which for you Americans, that's about a bit over 2 inches, I think. So yeah, a lot of rain. And yeah, I wanted to discuss what I learned from doing the 2-day dopamine fast. The main thing I've learned, I would say, is awareness. I've become much more aware of the areas in my life that I have to change. I would say I've learned that no FAP and no porn is really just the beginning. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, porn addiction has really held me back for these past few years, and it's, for me, overcoming it is a major step. But I've learned that it doesn't stop there. It's really only just the beginning. The other area of my life that I really need to step up my game on is information addiction. And the way I'm addicted to information, overconsumption of information, is via YouTube and surfing the internet. Now, this addiction, I would say, is even more insidious for me, at least, than porn is. I mean, porn is something that, it's not something that I would spend hours and hours just wasting time. It wasn't essentially, the problem with porn addiction was the intensity of it. It wasn't that I was spending so much time. And I mean, I know some people, they will spend so much time as well, the time plus intensity, which makes it even worse. But for me, it was just something like I would do, you know, every day, sometimes even a few times a day. Like I'll do like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. My sessions tended to be quite short. So the problem wasn't I was spending too much time on it. The problem was just the sheer intensity of it, and just, you know all about the impact of it, right? But with ooh, nice little puddle. Yeah, so with YouTube and surfing the internet, which is the main way that I consume information, I wasn't, you know, sitting for hours and hours on end. I typically don't sit for hours and hours on end, you know, surfing the internet or watching YouTube. It's more that I oh, what's this here? Oh, we've had some sand put here. Okay, that must be for the potholes. Okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't sit for hours and hours on end browsing information. I would be in the middle of doing some, you know, some online work, some study and all that, and then I'll just randomly find myself opening a new tab, searching for something, or suddenly watching a YouTube video. So that's the biggest problem. Throughout the day, like every like 10 minutes or so, I'll concentrate for 10 minutes, then I'll just suddenly open a new tab, watch a quick YouTube video, check my feed, and suddenly go searching on the internet and go on, you know, this through an internet rabbit hole essentially. And it really kills your productivity. And I have a software on my computer that basically tracks the amount of time spent on different sites. And I spent, like, in the last 2 days, unfortunately have been getting back into consuming too much information. So I spent an average of about, I would say, how much was it? 4 hours. Yeah, yesterday and the day before, I spent 4 hours just browsing the internet and watching YouTube, which is, it's way too much. It's way too much. So that's really the main thing that I really need to work on, I would say. And yeah, so I would say the key thing I've gained is awareness. I've become aware that these are the areas of my life that I need to improve, the areas that I've spent way too much time on. And yeah, so I've become aware that I'm spending too much time, and that the key to engaging in any behavior and in just living life is to just, first of all, be aware of your emotions right now in the present moment, then setting an intention, right? And then acting based on that intention. So for example, if I were to just do 3 hours of productive study and then decide, all right, I'm going to have half an hour break. And then for that half an hour, let's say I decided, all right, I'm going to allow myself to browse the internet. I have something I'm really interested in. So I search around, read some articles and stuff for half an hour consciously, right? I was aware of what I wanted to do. I set an intention and I stuck to that intention, and then I get back to work. If I did that, there was nothing wrong with that because it was planned and I was aware. Whereas when I'm just randomly opening things throughout the day, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, I'm just mindless. I'm not aware of what I'm doing. It's the same thing I could do with YouTube. Like I could say, all right, for half an hour, I'm going to allow myself to check my feed, watch a few YouTube videos. So let's say I did that, half an hour. I check my feed, I watch 3 10-minute videos, and then, all right, time is up. All right, time to stop. And I stop and I go back to work and nothing else happens. If I did that, Nothing wrong with it. So the problem is these little events throughout the day where I'll just get distracted. And distraction is honestly everywhere. And I mean, the internet and YouTube and stuff, it's a great tool. It's a reason I'm still on it. But that's really what I have to work on now. Yeah, so awareness, then you set an intention and you take action. That's what I learned from the 48-hour dopamine fast. And yeah, in the last 2 days, I've fallen back into my old ways quite quickly, unfortunately. I mean, the day after, 2 days after, I was doing really well. But yeah, I definitely want to do longer dopamine fasts in the future. I think the 2-day one definitely is a taste of it, but it's not long enough. So I'm going to be doing that soon. Anyway, I'm at work now, so I've got to get going. So I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao.